5 students! Welcome to semester 2 and welcome once again in our Math 5 class. This is Miss Claire, and in this video, you will learn more about numbers. So you will learn about positive and negative numbers. Are you familiar with this lesson? So you will learn more about positive and negative numbers. These are the learning objectives for this lesson. We have to count on and back beyond a zero, to describe and extend number sequences, to order and compare positive and negative number, and also to find the rise and fall in temperature. So P5, sit back, relax, and enjoy learning this lesson. Let's start with lesson 1 about positive and negative numbers. I have here a picture of a famous city, and this is in Moscow, Russia. Are you familiar with Moscow, or have you been there? Then I have here the table of the temperature in Moscow for 3 months. Temperature is the hotness and coldness of a place or something, and it is measured by degrees Celsius. So during March, the temperature is -5 degrees Celsius. April is 3 degrees Celsius, and during May, 11 degrees Celsius. Now, how cold are these temperatures? Let's say, what is the freezing point of water? Do you remember in your science lesson? Yes, it's 0 degrees Celsius. And we know how cold is an ice, right? So let's compare 0 degrees Celsius, 0, and -5. Which one do you think is smaller? Is it 0 or -5? Or which one is greater? Yes, 0, children, is greater or bigger than -5. Therefore, -5 is colder than 0. Therefore, Moscow has a very cold weather or temperature during March. So do you think Moscow has snow? Yes, in Moscow they have snow. Now, to understand more about negative and positive numbers, I have here some numbers. I have 9, -11, 25, -18, and 16. So which of these 5 numbers are numbers that are greater than 0? Yes, we have 9, 25, and 16. Why these numbers are greater than 0? If we place them in a number line, let's say 9 is around here, 25 is here, and 16 is here, right? What have you observed? Yes, these 3 numbers are on the right side of 0. And these numbers are what we call positive numbers. Their value are greater than 0. Numbers like -11 and -18, they are located on the left side of 0, and they are what we call negative numbers. And they have a smaller value than 0. So all numbers on the left side of 0, or all negative numbers, are smaller than 0. And all positive numbers have greater value than 0. Anyway, 0 is either positive or negative. Now, let's do counting on and counting back. What do we mean by less than and also more than? So I have here a question. What is 10 less than -30? When we say less than, children, let's start from 0. Less than means we will count back. If we have 10, so we have to count back in step of 10. So if we have 10 less than 0, so the answer is -10. If we say more than, it means to say we have to count on. So if we have 10 more than, it means to say we have to count on in step of 10. Since our question is 10 less than -30, so -30 is here, and we have 10 less than, it means to say that we have to count back in step of 10. And the answer is, yes, -40. So, -40 is 10 less than negative 30. How about more than? So I have here a question. What is 30 more than negative 20? So this is negative 20 and we have more than. It means to say we have to count on in steps of 30. So from negative 20, we have 10, 20, and 30. So what is the answer? Yes, it's 10. So 10 is 30 more than negative 20. Okay, children, I will discuss more about less than or counting on, it means more than, and counting back less than during our Zoom class. Now, let's describe the rule for number sequence. Number sequence, children, is the order of number. I have here an order of numbers. Let's see. So we have 42. After 42 is 36, then 30. Then we have 2 blanks. We have 12 and another empty or a blank. Now, how to find the rule for this number sequence? All you need to do, children, is you need to find the sequence that are not empty. So they are in order. So let's start with 42 is the first one. Then the next one is 36. So from 42, it becomes smaller. So it means to say we count back. So what is the difference? How many times we count back from 42 to 36? Correct, it's 6. So we count back in steps of 6. And it is the same for all numbers. So in a number sequence, the counting is either counting on or counting back. It's all the same. So 42 count back by 6 is 36. Then we have 30 and we have 2 blanks. So later, let's find out the missing 3 numbers. So as you observe, children, the number on the right side, let's say 36, this is on the right side of 42. This is 6 less than the number on the left. So therefore, all numbers on the left of a given number, they have greater value. So our rule, therefore, is counting back in steps of 6. So 42 counting back by 6 is 36. Counting back by 6, 30. So if we count back from 30 by 6, that is correct, 24. And we count back by 6, that is 18. And we count back from 18, that is 12. And therefore, the first one or the missing one on the right is 6. So this is how to find or describe the rule for the number sequence. Next. Now let's compare the temperature. Which one is the coldest or the warmest or the smallest or the greatest? So I have here 2 thermometers. So a thermometer, children, is used to measure temperatures. Our first thermometer on the left, the temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. And on the right side, it dropped, it fall, and that is negative 20 degrees Celsius. Now, remember that numbers that are greater than 0 have a greater value. And numbers that are smaller than, of course, 0, they are the negative numbers, they have a smaller value. So therefore, 10 is greater than negative 20, right? So 10 degrees Celsius is higher than negative 20 degrees Celsius. Or 10 degrees Celsius is, let's say, warmer than negative 20 degrees Celsius. And which of this temperature is the colder one? Correct. It's the negative 20 degrees Celsius because it's below 0, below the freezing point of water. Okay, let's order these temperatures. So I have here different temperatures in London, England. So this is for 3 months. So we have in January, which is negative 10 degrees Celsius. June is 8 degrees Celsius. And for December is negative 4 degrees Celsius. Take a look. If we place these 3 temperatures in a number line, negative 10 is here. We have negative 4 and we have 8 degrees Celsius. Okay, Now, take a look. So, which of this temperature is the smallest? The smallest in value. Correct. It's the number on the left side. So, we have negative 10. This is the smallest value, followed by negative 4, and the biggest is 8. So, if we order this number or temperature, we say that negative 10 is smaller than negative 4. Then negative 4 is smaller than 8. So, if we order the temperatures, negative 10 degrees Celsius is the coldest or the smallest, followed by negative 4 degrees Celsius in the middle. And we have 8 degrees Celsius, which is the biggest or the, let's say, the warmest temperature. So negative 10 degrees Celsius is the coldest temperature. Okay, P5, that's all for positive and negative numbers. So I hope that you learned a lot in this video about counting on and counting back numbers, comparing and ordering numbers using the negative and positive numbers, and also finding the rule for number sequence. So during our next meeting or in Zoom class, I will discuss more about this lesson. Thank you for watching P5, and always remember to stay safe and healthy. God bless everyone and have a great day.